Okay, so our next topic is we're going to discuss the slope of the line. So we have three possible problems given to you if you are asked to solve for the slope of the line. One of which is if the given of the problem is if you're asked to solve for the slope of the line is given 2 points. So let us discuss first this one. How are we going to solve if you are asked to solve for the slope of the line? By the way, in your module, it is provided there the definition and the illustration of how are we going to solve for the slope. And what I'm going to show you here are just examples directly. So if you are going to solve for the slope, then the given is 2 points. We're going to use this formula. So that is M stands for your slope, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Or basically, this is the change in vertical distance over the change in horizontal distance, or the change of y over the change of x. Or if we're going to use the graph, we will have it the rise over run. Since we're going to solve the slope using 2 points, we're going to use this formula, the slope formula, in which m is equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So in example, what if you are asked to solve for the slope of this? 4, negative 3 and negative 2, 4, for example. So how are we going to solve for the slope of these 2 points? So again, solve for the slope of 4, negative 3, negative 2, 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our formula. M is equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. By the way, our formula, our x's and our y's can be interchanged, or this can be also m is equals to y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x sub 1 minus x sub 2. If we're going to use y sub 1 first, make sure that that is also over by our x sub 1. It gives 1, 2, 1, 2, or you can have it 2, 1, 2, 1. So since our formula is we're going to use our y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2, anyways, I am going to show you in comparison. If either of the two you're going to use either this one or this one, it will come up with the same answer. Okay? So since this is our first point, this will be our x sub 1, this will be our y sub 1. Our second point, this will be our x sub 2, and this will be our y sub 2. Okay? So what we're going to do is just substitute again. Since this is our first point and our second point, first point will have our first x and the first y, the second x and the second y. As simple as that for you to remember. Okay? So therefore, our y sub 2 is 4. So that is 4 minus our y sub 1 is negative 3 all over x sub 2 is negative 2 minus 4. Okay? Then simplify. So this becomes 4 minus negative 3. It becomes 4 plus 3. Negative and negative. That becomes positive in multiplication over negative 2 minus 4. Okay? So what is 4 plus 3? And that is 7 over negative and negative. So what we're going to do is just combine terms, combine both negatives, and that is negative 6. Therefore, the slope is 7 over negative 6. So how about if we're going to use the other way of writing our formula, y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x sub 1 minus x sub 2. So now, our y sub 1 is 3, this negative 3, minus 4 all over x sub 1 is 4 minus negative 2. Negative 3 minus negative 4 is negative 7 over, this becomes 4 plus 2 is equals to negative 7 over 6. So therefore, this is our m, and they're just the same. This is negative 7 over 6 and negative 7 over 6. Though the negative here is written down and the negative here is written upward, so that is still negative 7 over 6 and this is still negative 7 over 6. So they are just the same. So that is one example of how we're going to solve for the slope of the line if the given is 2 points. Okay? So let us now go to the next one. What if the given is the equation? So in here, actually, we can have another video of this one in order we're going to rewrite the standard form into the form of y is equals to mx plus b. Well, since anyway, we now have the slope of the line using equation. So remember that our equation is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. What we're going to do now, if we're going to solve for the slope and the given equation is like this one, we're going to rewrite this into y is equals to mx plus b. So how are we going to rewrite y is equals to mx plus b from this one? So take note that our m there is slope. So let us go directly to an example. So what if I have an example like this one? 2x plus y plus 4 is equals to 0. 2x plus y plus 4 is equals to 0. How are we going to solve for the slope of the line? So in the easiest way of solving for the slope of the line, if the equation is given, we're not going to graph anymore. And we're not going to solve for points, then points solving for the slope using the slope formula. What we're going to do, the easiest way is we're going to solve it or rewrite this one into y is equals to mx plus b. Rewrite our equation into y is equals to mx plus b. So our equation now is 2x plus y plus 4 is equals to 0. So how are we going to rewrite this one? So if we can observe here that on the left side of our equation is only for y. So it means that we're going to isolate our y and write that alone on the left side of the equation, and the rest of the terms of our equation will be written on the right side, at the right side. So therefore, copy y, that will remain on the left side. Y is equals to your 2x and your 4, both of these terms will be transposed to the right side. So therefore, it becomes positive 2x will become negative 2x on the right side. Likewise, that is positive 4 will become negative 4 on the right side. So therefore, this is now our slope-intercept form of the equation ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, in which this is our m here, and our m is negative 2. So therefore, our slope is negative 2. Okay? That is very easy. Another example. So what if we have 4x minus 2y is equals to, let's say, 6. Yes, let's have this one. Or let us have, okay, 6. 4x minus 2y is equals to 6. So, the same also, we're going to isolate our y. So, your negative 2y will be written as is on the left side. It becomes negative 2y is equals to our 4x. Rewrite that or transpose that on the right side. It becomes negative 4x since our 4x is positive. And we copy your 6, our 6. Still, that is positive because our 6 is on the right side already. Okay? And what we're going to do with our y, it has a coefficient of negative 2. We're going to divide this by negative 2, by negative 2, and by negative 2. So this will be cancelled out. What is left is y. So negative divided by negative is positive. Okay? And 4 divided by 2 is 2. Copy our x. And positive divided by negative is negative. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Therefore, in this given equation, our m is positive 2. Our slope is positive 2. Okay? So, that is as simple as that. Let us go to the next one. If the given is graph.